free for 3 months, so I'm gonna take full advantage of that. After 3 months, we'll see. $100 a month, I'm not too sure about that. We'll see. Maybe here and there, maybe like 1 month I'll get it, and then I'll cancel the subscription another month, you know, see what happens. But yeah, so doing full self-driving on standard right now. Speed limit is 60 miles, going 68 right now, 67. I think it's just doing that to go with the flow of traffic, cars that pass me. This is the lane that I would be in, the middle lane right now. Either the middle or the left. I wouldn't go on the right because there's a merge coming up. Yeah, so let me just talk about my experience with Tesla. I've always wanted to have a Tesla for years. I've always been interested. When the Model S came out, of course, that's way too expensive, way over my budget. But when they introduced the Model 3, I was like, wow, okay, this is affordable. You know, Model 3, okay price range. Passing another Tesla on the right. But my car at the time, the Scion IM 2016, it was still good. Nothing wrong with it. So I knew we wouldn't be able to get a new car that quickly. Had it for about 5 years when the Model 3 came out. But now it's you know, my wife asked me what I wanted to do for my birthday. I said I want to get a Tesla. So she didn't disagree. She actually researched it also when I said that. Asking what my trade-in would be with my Scion. I told her it's looked like it's about between $8,000 and $10,000. Tesla offered me $9,200 for it, right in the middle, so that was perfect. So I said, yeah. We went to the Tesla service center in Nimitz to test drive one. I've never test driven or driven or ridden in a Tesla before. That was my first time, and the experience was pretty awesome. You know, going to the service center, before that you schedule an appointment. You go into the service center, beautiful place, nice place. Tesla, it's like a showroom, it's like a dealership. You go up to the reception counter. There's it's gonna be turning right for some reason. I wouldn't do that, but I'll trust it this time. Yesterday I intervened, but I'll let it go. But yeah, so you go into the service center. You tell them you have an appointment to test drive a Tesla. They ask you exactly what kind of Tesla you want to test drive. So when I reserved, I asked to test drive the Model 3. When I got there, they asked specifically which Model 3, because there's 3 different versions, or 4. There's a Model 3 Standard, there's a Model 3 Premium rear-wheel drive, Model 3 Premium all-wheel drive, and a Model 3 Performance. So the one I was interested in was the Model 3 rear-wheel drive. So that's what I asked for, but wow, we could have asked for the Performance, but I knew that was way out of my price range. So.
In 1 mile, keep right to stay on H1 East toward Camp Highway.
So I said Model 3 Premium rear wheel. So yeah, so you got the keys, brought the car around, went inside. I was on the driver's side. I thought we were just gonna go for a quick drive, but or just a drive first. But he went over the features of the car, basic features, how to do how to adjust the seats, how to adjust the mirrors, the steering wheel, the air conditioning, things like that. And then after that, I was like, okay, so I'm thinking, okay, we're gonna go for a full self-driving. I'm like, whoa, okay, let's try that out. So he punched in the Home Depot, and then he said, okay, so just press that button, the full self-driving. Once I pressed it, I'm like, wow, automatically
now keep right to stay on H1
pulled out of the parking, pulled onto the street, and it's a industrial area, and it was amazing. The first time that happened, I was amazed. Like, to see the car turning its wheels on its own. My wife was amazed too. She was like, we were in awe. We're like, it's unbelievable. You know, you see videos of it. I see videos of it all the time on YouTube, but to actually experience it, like, it's crazy. Like right now, it just turning lanes on its own. That's at night. Look at that. That's amazing. So it drove us to the Home Depot. It stopped at 4-way stop signs. It stopped at a stoplight. Like, it recognized everything. When we pulled up at the Home Depot, we were following a car, and the car in front of us pulled in front of the entrance to Home Depot because someone's getting out from there, and the car automatically knew that and went around the car, like something that I would have done, because you see that all the time, people putting up in front of stores because someone needs to get out in front of the store, like maybe an elderly person or a person with disabilities or an elderly person, you know. So I'll go around that. Same thing what the Tesla did. That was I thought pretty amazing. After that, it moved. It drove a little bit more. There was parking spots on the right, and on the screen it showed which parking spot I wanted to choose. I chose one, and it backed up into it perfectly. So that was amazing. And then after that, once we parked, the advisor said, okay, we're gonna drive back to the Tesla service center. So we plugged it in, but instead we're just gonna do regular driving. So this would have been my first time trying the regen braking, and it was a little bit. It didn't take too long. I knew about it, but I'd never really experienced it. So just putting my foot on the brake, sorry, not the brake, but the accelerator, just pressing it and then letting go. I could kind of feel for the car stopping and slowing down. So I got used to it real fast. Even the advisor said that, oh yeah, a lot of people when they first try, you know, the car jerks because they're not used to it. Because they're used to taking off their foot off the accelerator and putting it on the brake. So, but he said, oh yeah, you're doing pretty good, better than what most people do for the first time. And I got used to it real quick. We drove to our service center, parked it. After that, he said, yeah, you guys have an hour with it. Do what you want. You can take it anywhere. He said you can take it home, see if it fits in your garage. I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, just bring it back
in 1 mile,
within an hour
to stay on H1 East,
and we go from there. So I said, okay. So we ended up not going too far. We drove to Lanai Air at the airport. It's a area where you can they have parking. Parking is free. You just gotta pull a ticket. So we parked there. We looked over the car, you know, looked at the front, the trunk, played around with the screen, things like that, and I was hooked already. I told my wife, yeah, I want a Tesla. It just felt good to sit in the car. Like, sometimes when you go test driving a car, you sit in it, the first impressions would be, oh, okay, this seat is too small, this seat is too low, my legs are too squished. It wasn't like that when I sat in this Tesla. Like, it felt perfect. Like, the ride height was perfect, the leg room was perfect. You know, when I adjusted the steering to my liking, it was perfect. So we drove it back, and from there, yeah, we drove it back. We told him, yeah, we're set. We wanna order one. So we actually when we came back, our first advisor was with another customer test driving another Tesla. So talked to another advisor, another nice guy. We said, okay, yeah, do you guys have stock on hand? How long is the ordering process? So he actually went on the computer. He looked and he said, oh, we have like 10 of the well, he asked what color you want and you're interested in. I said, oh, the stealth gray one, because I didn't want to upgrade to it. I mean, if it was my choice, my first choice would have been the Quicksilver. That one looks nice. So that would have been my first choice, but it was, I think, $1,500 more, and I didn't want to spend more than what I needed to. I mean, if I had a choice, I would have. But the stealth gray was free, so he looked on his computer and said, oh, there's like 10 coming, or actually 10 that's at the available here on island. So we're like, okay. Right around that time, our other advisor came back. His name is Ian. Nice guy, Ian. When Ian came back, we talked about the ordering process, and I ordered one. Okay, that was weird. I think I got confused there.
In 1 mile, take exit 16 on the right toward airport.
That was kind of weird. It turned left for some reason. I don't know. I think there was paint splattered on the ground. See, that's a good example there. If the road doesn't look clean. But anyway, yeah. So we ordered one. Coming up on where I work at the airport, so I'm gonna take over from here. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Next one, I'll be talking about my delivery experience with the Tesla, and then we'll go from there. All right, thanks for watching.